Alright, so this is 4.2, the ambiguous case, law of signs. Alright, so first step in solving these problems, you want to just draw out your normal triangle. It doesn't have to be drawn to scale. A, B, C. The next step is to just draw your angle measurements. Measure of angle C is 92 degrees. In this case, I'd put 92 inside the triangle. Next angle measurement would be B, which is 14. And little b goes opposite large B, and little c is 33. Little c would go across. So now you got to set up your equation. So it would be sine 92 sine B 14. Always remember that you have to follow this protocol when solving these types of problems. Now I'm going to solve for angle B. So 14. So now, when you want to find an angle, you always want to remember to put the second sign in. That's one of the most important steps, or else you're going to get an answer that's completely irrelevant to the problem. And then hit sin. Then you can actually type the equation in again in order to get the correct answer. Which I will do right now. In this case, the answer, or angle B, would be 42.9. That's not the, you have to, once you get this angle measurement, you have to subtract it from 180. So in this case, I would do, obviously, I'll just do that in the calculator right here. That'd be 137.1. Now the final step is to add this new angle right here to the original angle to see how many triangles you would get in the problem. So 137.1 plus 0. And the rule goes, if it's a lot or higher than 180 degrees, then it'll only be one triangle. But however, if it fits in the margin and is lower than 180 degrees, then obviously you'd get two triangles. Domain error just means that there is no triangles that exist in the problem. So I'm just gonna do this out. And 229. So therefore, 0.1. We would get one triangle in the first problem. With angle B standing as, that's it. Alright, so now I'm going to give you guys an example of a two triangle problem where two triangles exist in this equation. Alright, so I'm going to write out my angle measure right now. Angle B equals 49. Put that in there. Whoops, A is going to equal 23, little a at least. Little b is going to be 22. Alright, so now, obviously, I would set up the equation. In this case, we would be looking for angle A. So it is sin of 49 and 22 plus sin A over 23. 23 sin 49 over 22. Didn't mention this in the first two videos, but when you're dividing this part, only use this number right here. Don't use sin 22, or then you're going to get a different answer which is way off from what you want. It might be smaller, it might be ridiculously large. Don't exactly recall, but anyways. Second step, plug it into your calculator first. When you do this, hit sign again. Now actually plug it in. Sign 49 divided by 22. All right, now I have to do that for you guys right now. 63.3. 63.4, my bad. Is angle A. Alright. And now we have to test out to see if there's going to be 1 or 2 triangles in this. So I'm going to take 180 and subtract that by 63.4. And now I got this, now I gotta add it to the original angle on the problem, which in this case was 49, to see if both make, or the triangle is going to be 1 or 2 triangles. Plus 49, 0, 6, 15, carry the 1, 6, 165.6. Yep, that's it. So in this case, since 165 is less than 180, then you would get 2 triangles in this problem. And that's a wrap. Alright, so now I'm going to do an example of the ambiguous case triangle that has no solutions, or in other words, domain error. So again, same as the one that I did previously. You have to fill out your angle measures. Angle A would be 101. C would be 25. Little a. Oops, let me just put little c first. Little a would be 20. So alright, now you got to write out your equation. So in this case, it would be sin 101 over 20 equals sin C 25. So in this case, we would be solving for angle C. So I'll just write this out again because this is a three-parter actually. Now, always remember to do this second sign. This is one of the most crucial parts of the equation. If you don't do this, obviously you're going to get it wrong. If you ever take a test or quiz on this. 25 sin 101 20 parentheses. Always remember to, didn't mention this in the first video, but always remember to close your parentheses or you might get a different answer. So anyway, sin 25 sin 101 divided by 20 close parentheses. In this case, you get a domain error. So in other words, no triangles exist, and this is one of the easier triangles to solve given how you don't really have to solve, or you don't have to solve this triangle anymore. AKA, no triangles exist. And that's it. This is another obviously ambiguous case problem. I'm putting my angles in side length as it follows. Little b is going to be 26. Little a is going to be 16. Now you're going to set up your standard equation. So over 16 equals sine of b. In this problem, we'll be solving for angle b. Okay, now always remember to press in your second sign. I've said it multiple times, but it's obviously the most important step in this problem. I already did this out here, so you get a domain error. So this is one of those problems that you learn to love in trigonometry. You don't have to solve this any further. And just remember, the standard protocol for these kind of problems is you literally just follow this, which is the one that you had to solve for this problem. And so angle B would just be domain error. Law of sines using the ambiguous case. We have the same type of problem. Sine of A over A equals sine of B over B. And our objective is to find angle B again. So sine 30 over 10 sine B over 11 sine 30 over 10. Second step in your calculator, hit sine again, which I already did in my calculator, as you guys can tell. 11 sine 30 and ready to plug in the equation. Sorry, forgot to put out the original angle measures. It's my fault. Okay, and I'm just going to type this into the calculator. 11 sine 30 divided by 10. 35.1 would be angle B. Now, I would obviously have to, since I got an actual number, I would subtract 35.1 from 180, 144.9. Now, given the information that you have, you gotta find out the sum of 144.9 degrees and the original angle measurement, 30, is above or below 180. And again, if it's below 180, then you get two triangles as your solution. 4, 7, 1, 174.9. So in this case, this problem would get two triangles as your final answer. All right, so now this is our last problem. I'm gonna fill in my angle measurements and side lengths again. You don't have to do this step, this is optional, but it's always good to know what you got in front of you. So, fortunately, we'll be solving another angle B problem. So this one would be sine 42 over 15 equals sine B over 12. 12 sine 42 second sine. Should do that right now just in case, so I do not forget that step because it's so important in the equation. 12 sine 42. Alright, now I can just plug it in. Kind of praying for a domain error. I'm going to stop my work right then and there. Oh, 35.9 is your angle for angle B. Okay, now I gotta subtract 35.9 from 180, 144.1, or a bigger one, my apologies, 144.1 plus 42.0, 168. So in this case, we'd only have one problem given the circumstance that 186.1 is above 180, and the rule goes that if it's above 180 the second time, you only get one triangle, and on the other hand, if you get two triangles if the second number that you solve from is less than 180.